Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die. We are into the next episode and I want to get right into it. I do have one correction to make, and I also just want to ask you all to bear with me. As you've probably heard in previous videos, our family world is a little bit shaken up right now. My son is currently well, I don't want to get into too many details. You know, it's just life's hard. So please, if there's some gaps in videos and everything, I'm getting them out when I can. And frankly, they're a good distraction for me, so I enjoy doing them. So let's get started, and we'll get first with the correction right away. In the last episode, I did forget to spawn a hunting horror, which would have spawned right here. And then when his paranoia triggered, would have moved right here. That's not so bad, actually. But it probably would have changed my last turn a little bit, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's the proper correction to do. With that said, let's continue on. We're going to get right down to it with the first turns of our customer. I think our customers. I said that last video too. Our characters, and I'm going to start with Alan, and he's right here. We're going to get going with him, and I think we're going to have to take out this hunting horror now that has been corrected. I did want to take these folks out, and I've left him kind of exposed in that regard because I wasn't planning on this, but it is what it is. Hopefully, these clowns don't move. We shall see. I had a notion on that too, but I do think we need to get rid of the hunting horror. It is much more deadly than the other two creatures. So let's get started. Now, good old Alan has his first level in marksmanship. As you can see here, he also gets a free rest action, which I'm going to take at the beginning of the turn because I want to be able to use his stamina if I need to. So we're going to go 1, 2, and he's going to also heal 1 health due to his free action with the cook, and the cook also gives him that. Now, on this side, handgun, before attacking, you may choose to gain 2 green dice. If you do, move all face-down ball goers from your space to an adjacent space. I don't really have a problem with that because I've already checked out the face-down ball goers, and I got to kind of get them into an area where I can gather them up and scare them into a spot where they'll all be hanging out. So we're definitely going to do this, and we're going to try and take out the hunting horror. So this is going to be a crazy amount of dice. So of course he gets his 3 basic dice, right, for his attack on this guy here. And remember, if you don't kill the hunting horror, it has a negative impact. You have to take a sanity hit right away. Not that worried about that, but I am worried because there are monsters close by, and that could cause his paranoia to be problematic if he triggers his next level. We're going to get 2 dice because he has the first upgrade for marksman, which gives him 2 dice, and we're going to use that handgun perk that he's got from the handgun to give him 2 more dice, which will send these 3 ball goers, and I know what they all are, into this room. It says send them a space away. It doesn't say at random. It just says into an adjacent space. So I send them all there. Now I know that all these ball goers, I don't give a crud about, and they're not likely to have any monsters come after them because they're going to be chasing us, right? So that is quite a few dice. Anyway, yeah, let's roll these up and see if he can take down, just for role-playing aesthetics. He ducks over to the door there and shoots like crazy. See if we can get major hits on this hunting horror and kill it. Let's see what we can do. Well, that was fantastic. Okay, so he doesn't get any bonus from elder signs, so these 2 don't matter. But there's a hit on this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Now we do take a sanity hit. I'm fine with that, actually. We'll take that hit, and we're going to kill this hunting horror, which has 4 health. So boom, first action down, does what I wanted to do there. That is pretty outstanding. He does then take a hit there, and I don't remember how to get rid of these elder signs. I thought there was a way, and maybe I should look it up in the Hoster little blur, but I can't remember how to do it. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Anyway, we're going to end up cashing him in at some point, I imagine, for something terrible. So that being said, that was his first action. What a great action for him. Now let's go back to the board because he's going to continue to take down some of these baddies. Let's see what he's going to do next. So I'm not as worried about cultists as I am creatures, monsters, because that triggers his paranoia in a bad way. So what he's going to do now is he leans over. He's going to duck back into the door to the ballroom. He's going to try and shoot this deep one here that has 3 or 2 health rather. No, they have 3, and he's going to do the same thing. Now there's no more ball goers. It doesn't say there has to be ball goers in a space to use the handgun. It just says they move to an adjacent space. So again, the 3 black dice, the 2 for this one's not going to be there. The 2 for his marksmanship and the 2 for his handgun. I bet you can kill that deep one. What do you think? Okay, boom. Now if I get his marksmanship up, apologies, to where he can split the attacks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit distracted. Again, this is a great distraction for me because it's taken my mind off some other things. But if I slip up a couple times, I apologize. All right, let's do that and see what we get there. Well, we're going to kill it, and oh man, I was kind of hoping his sanity would go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. No sanity hits, but this deep one is kaput and gone. Boom! That's action number 2, and no sanity changes there. So what do we do here? I could attack this cultist and head in there because I do want to do that and get those, check these ball goers out and see if I can move them that direction along with the cultists, and also get in here and move these summoners down. We got to do this. It's timely, right? We got to get things done. So I think, I guess for his last action, he's going to try and pop this cultist, start clearing the way for ourselves. He'll do the same thing. There's no reason for him not to. What does he get here? No sanity hits again. Well, the cultist only has 2 hits. So the cultist is also dead. But he got no sanity from that. So he's doing so well killing everything. He's not afraid of it anymore. There's no sanity risk there for him, I guess. But that was his 3rd and final action. Now he does have his detective. It says after you investigate, which is going to happen now because we're going to draw his mythos card. I don't think anything can get to him. We'll see what happens, but it says after his investigate, gain 2 detective tokens. You may discard a token to move 1 additional space during a run. But since he's already out of actions, he can't make that run. However, it is time to draw his mythos card. Let's see what happens. Oh, another one that doesn't have the sign on it. The king in yellow. Choose 1. Each investigator rolls 1 die for each yellow sign token they have. They take 1 wound for each success and lose 1 and lose 1 sanity for each sanity rolled. Or at the end of the turn, no, we're going to do that. We'll roll these. That's okay because everybody has 1, so we're going to have to roll for all the characters there. But then it doesn't say you get rid of them. It's just like they seem to keep piling up. I don't know how that works. All right, I should look into that. But it doesn't really say anything in the Hoster box. I didn't see any rules on him about that. Irregardless, we're going to start rolling. So let's take a look at, we'll start with Margarite. Well, Margarite has 2 elder signs, or 2 signs of the king in yellow signs. We're going to roll for those. Oh my gosh. Well, she not only took a hit, but she also took 2 sanity. Boom, boom. Okay, well, that's it. That's what it is. It's not terribly bad for us because we haven't been gaining a lot of insanity to get to our next experience level. Alan only has 1 yellow sign, so we'll see what happens with him. He takes a sanity hit. I'm not complaining about that. I kind of wanted that to happen. He's 1 step closer, and there's no monsters around him, so I'm not worried about his paranoia. Last but not least, we have Annabelle. If she does roll an insanity hit, she is going to trigger her catatonia and go up a level. She rolls nothing. That is perfect. Okay, well, that was it for the card. That's all it does. I'm going to double check just to be sure. Lose 1 sanity for each. Or at the end of your turn, advance Hoster. Well, we definitely don't want to do that. So I guess these just build up to us and become nastier and nastier. But we got through that okay, which means our guy Alan's going to get to draw a discovery card and get 2 more, because he is doing that. Does he even have any more? I'm looking here. We might have already run out of them. Nope, he's got 2 more. He's going to start using them. He's got 2 more here built up. Boom, for his detective ability. And then we're going to draw his card, see what he gets. A peacock. Well, you know, who has the animal tamer? Oh, that's Margarite. The peacock, a brightly colored bird said to hypnotize onlookers. You may take 2 stress to claim the peacock if you do not claim an ensorcelled condition. Well, we've been avoiding that like the plague because I have a feeling it's going to be bad. You may bring 1 ballgoer token, whether face down, dancer, or sorcerer, with you when you leaving a space. Oh, we're definitely doing that. And I healed up his stress. So he's going to take 2 stress, and now he has a cook and a peacock following him around. Don't know why the peacock's following him, but that's the crazy world we live in the world of Lovecraft, right? So got a peacock following good old Alan around. I wish we had the animal tamer. It would have made it less costly on stamina, but he gets a free rest because of the cook. Cook keeps feeding him apples and little tarts and turnovers, things that are like, soul food, stuff like that. It's all good. All right, next up, I do think we are going to go with with Margarite. Do I do that? I think so. I think she's going to go next. She's got so much stuff to do, and she's becoming a mad killer with her butcher ability as well. But, again, we do got to worry about this. What's her short-term memory loss? If her stamina is full, if her stress is full, we're going to heal it. Otherwise, she's going to discard a discovery card. We don't want that. We have the waitress, who says you may move between spaces with gates as if they were adjacent. That's super cool. I can get her up. I can clear this whole place out and get her up to where that gate is. But I think we're going to have Marguerite stay on the offensive, at least for this turn. We'll see. If she can clear out those two cultists above her, that would take, well, it doesn't take... Okay. I think what we're going to do for her first action is we are going to move. We're going to move one to here, and yes, we are putting ourselves into space with those... Whoops, sorry. We're going to move one to here and put ourselves into space with the two cultists. For her next action, she's going to attack the cultists. So what does she get? Well, she has her brawling ability, so she's got 3 dice. She's got 1 green dice for brawling. We got to get a level up in brawling because this is going to take both her actions to fight these guys. And remember, she has her butcher ability. It says you may add 1 insanity for any or all of your rolls. Instead, you may add 1 insanity and a success. So our odds of killing cultists are pretty good. We're also at odds of going up in in insanity. But let's roll her attack and see what happens. Well, well, that's not great. I didn't plan to not kill one in a shot. So, well, let's do this. We will take 1 stress. That still leaves her with 1 stress, and we're going to re-roll this green die and see what she gets here. Okay, that's good. So, boom, cultist is gone. We're killing a lot of guys right now. And then she's going to do that again. Now, this is going to be a make it or break it because I do not want her at max stress. Oh, she did go up 1 in insanity, which means she's 1 away from getting a level. Let's see if she can do this again. Oh, well, that was a hit in insanity there. Sorry. It was this. That's 2 insanity. And that means she's not going to kill that cultist. It'll take 1 damage. I don't think we have a choice. Because that's her third action. Now I can, because if I'm going to take those sanities and I don't want her, I do not want her to lose one of these characters. They're all too good. The tiger, the animal tamer, and the waitress. So she's going to do 1 hit to this cultist. That means she's not going to get a discovery card this turn, but she's in pretty good shape with that. And she's going to go up another level. I take it back. She is going to kill that cultist because this is going to max her out. So we're fine. She does not have to use... We're going to do this. We're going to add insanity and a success. So we will, in fact, kill that cultist. Could have done that last turn too, I suppose. But then I would have bumped over faster. I just wanted to go up here because, it's going to block her going beyond that, even with this ability. So she's going to take 3 insanity rather, including this, and it's just going to put her up 1. Now she will gain an extra green dice on her attacks, and she gets to level up. So what is she going to level up? I'm thinking brawling. Because now she goes to here, she can get 2 successes, but it costs her a lot of sanity. I think brawling. Well, we go up 1 level on brawling. It says when you attack, you may... Oh, I forgot my die for the tiger too. Man, I messed that one up. But it's okay, we did it. It still would have taken me both actions to kill them. I just might have ended up with 1 more stress in our favor. But I think we're going to go up in brawling because then it says when you attack, you may target any number of figures in your space and split the dice. So we're going to go up 1 level in her brawling. And then next turn, I think we're going to avoid stealth. She's kind of our damage dealer, so I think I'm not too worried about stealth. But that was all 3 of her actions. So let's see if we finally get a card. We do. Okay, sound the alarm. Okay, we know that one. Move all face down ball goer tokens 1 space toward the starting space. Then turn face down sorcerers in that space with face down ball goers. Shuffle all the ball goer tokens in those spaces. Well, that kind of sucks. But it's okay. I'm going to put this here because I want to remember it has a sign on it. So that's all ball goers. So we'll start down here. Now, in fairness, I'm going to mix these guys into here and shuffle them up as they all move into this room. And the reason I'm going to do that is because this is where, you know, you're supposed to get a little more discombobulated. Yada, yada. And we'll see. I'm not going to remember which one's which. So they're all in there now. Now I don't know which other two that came from here. They could be summoners. But we also are going to have this happen. All these three folks are going to move into here. We're going to shuffle them up. Blah, I'm trying not to look at it. Okay, that's it in the ballroom. And then upstairs, this is kind of bad, but these two, which I don't know what they are going to move down into the foyer with our guy Alan. I think he's going to have to start looking through these guys real quick. And these four are going to move into here. So it says move them and then turn over the stuff. Yeah, so we did all that. Okay, we're good. That was the card. So the good news is that Margarite is by herself here and gets to draw a discovery card. So let's do that. We're doing a good job with these discovery cards, but she doesn't have a lot of stress. However, she doesn't always have to worry about it. Socialite. Okay. I've always said, if you want to learn about a culture, spend a night drinking with it. Say, got anything to drink on you? You claim the sword cane. When you have one free reroll when attacking a target in your space. Wow, that might be better than that. Oh, but I don't know. Oh, this. Oh gosh, I think I have to do this. But let's see. If you have the flask of or champagne, which we don't have, you may discard them to claim the socialite. So we cannot claim the socialite. God, I would have loved to do that. But we are going to get the cane, which is going to further enhance her melee abilities. Good on ya, Margarite. Okay, Margarite, the crazy butcher maid, is done her deed. As she's getting quite insane, but she's also getting quite powerful as a murdering machine. When Hoster comes on the board, she's going to beat him into a pulp. Well, I hope. All right, so last but not least, we have Annabelle. This is Annabelle here. Now, you know, at the beginning of her turn, we got to roll for her gift and see what she gets. Wait, is it a black die? I never remember. Yeah, it's a green die. So we're going to get a Elder Sign, which means she already has a level of Arcane Mastery, so we know that does equate to a success for her. And then for her first action, I don't think she's going to get a chance to use that. Well, maybe during the Mythos phase. We'll see. But for her first action, she's going to interrogate. And we're going to take these two folks. They are both ball goers. So we're going to go down, and I'm going to put them aside. Then she's going to interrogate for her second action. These are both ball goers, so we know that everybody up here is a ball goer. We don't care about them at all. That means that amongst the stuff downstairs are the rest of the sorcerers. We're going to have to find them. All right, that actually, I mean, that is definitive at this point. So we know that the other two sorcerers, and I think, what do we need? 4 to get to break the ritual? 4 sorcerers in the waterfront. We know that the other 2 are downstairs. That was her second action. For her third action, she can do, well, she can only send, I don't think I'm worried about the upstairs anymore. For her third action, she is going to move down back to the foyer with Alan, who's going to need help with this right here. And that's going to be the end of her turn, really. She doesn't have anything else that she can do. So there you have it. She can't increase her abilities at all, but anyway, that's okay. She's the one doing the worst. Wait, she does have a crystal ball. You may take 2 stress to turn over up to 2 face-down ball-goer tokens on any space on the board. Okay, we're going to use that. 2 stress. That's going to max out her stress. I'm okay with that. She doesn't have any threats right now, so her stress is maxed out. I want to turn over these guys, and okay, so we know which one's a sorcerer. These two, this one is going over here. These are the sorcerers. And I did that on purpose so that we can get them moving back in the other direction and narrow it down. We don't want them coming here and getting away. Okay, that is going to mark the end of her turn. We're going to draw our next Mythos card. Oh man, another one. We're not 3 yet. Each hunting horror moves 2 spaces towards you, dealing 1 wound to any. We don't have any on the board. Okay, so that doesn't take effect. So we summon a hunting horror at the yellow space down below. So this has happened to us twice now. Here's the hunting horror. It's going right here. We know that Alan can massively shoot it to death if it moves. And Alan is 1 away from his paranoia. But they only move 1 space, so I'm not too worked up about that. All right, that was Margarite's Mythos card. She is in a safe space, so she is going to get to draw a discovery card. Let's see what she gets. Okay, champagne. You may discard to heal all your stress and discard all your ensorcelled conditions. We don't have any. The champagne is still cool. Someone has left an unopened vial next to it. You may claim the champagne or the vial of venom. Oh man, let's see. When attacking, you may discard this card before rolling to gain 3 green dice on the roll. Well, we know we already lost the opportunity for the socialite with the champagne, but I do. They're both one and gone. And I think healing for her is better than attacking. She's not our major attacker. So we'll take the champagne, which is going to give her her second item outside the very effective crystal ball. And then we're going to go, that's the end of that round. So we didn't move Hoster at all. That's fantastic, though. I think that is soon to come. And we're going to go back around and make some moves here. So I think let's go back to Alan. I'm not too worked up about the hunting horror. I'm going to leave it alone this turn. But here's what I'm going to do. Okay, we are going to first get our free heal from the cook. We're going to go down 2 on stress and 1 on health, so we are perfectly healthy. He is a machine at this point. Really good stuff, and I don't even have him buffed up yet, except for his marksmanship. So let's go to the table now and take his 3 actions, because that cook thing, that's a free rest action. It's amazing. Okay, action 1, we're going to, let's see, let's shuffle these up. We're going to interrogate. We're going to turn over 2. Let's see, this one and this one. Okay, they're both, I'm going to push these aside. These are both ball goers. Action number 2, we're going to, we're going to turn over this one and this one. Both ball goers. Man, no luck there. Action number 3, we're going to do something a little different. Now remember, he's got the peacock. So I think what he's going to do this turn is he's going to move to here. So 1, he can do a lot of movement with his detective thing, but I'm not too worried about that right now. We got to get that ability up so I can start, because on the next one we can use those for rerolls, and that's really valuable. And then he's going to move through here. Yeah, and it says he can take 1 token with him with the peacock, whether it be we can take it with us. So this guy's following along the peacock. Says with you when you leave that space. So we moved up to there for our 3rd action. Now, he's not attacking these guys. He's not worried about them because they're monsters. That's where he ends up for his 3rd action. And we've got to find these other 2 sorcerers and get them moved along. Good thing is, we're going to go with Annabelle next, I think. But let's do our next Mythos card, because I have a feeling that it's time for Hoster to move. All right. Come on. Oh, yes. He's going spooked. Each investigator takes 1 stress for each animal companion they have. Oh, my gosh. For each stress they cannot take, they take 1 wound instead. Oh, that's Margarite. Each investigator also loses 1 sanity for each ensorcelled condition. Well, okay, so Alan, so 2 of us have animal companions. So, and also we're going to take care of Hoster, but let's do that first. So first animal companion, no, actually, Marguerite's only got 1. She's only got the tiger. The animal tamer is not an animal. So she goes up 1 stress. She takes no wounds. It just goes up 1 stress. Alan does the same thing. So he's got the peacock, but he's going to make sure the peacock doesn't get spooked. He's going to take care of it, and he does. And then it says at the end of the turn, advance. Oh no, that's each investigator loses 1 sanity for each ensorcelled condition they have. We don't have any, so we're okay. We've been avoiding those like the plague, and now I know why. Okay. But we got to do the Hoster moving on the track, so let's go do that. All right, 1 he goes. All right, and let's remind ourselves what happens when Hoster advances. You gain a yellow sign token, so it's Marguerite's 3rd yellow sign token. Yuck. Oh wait, no, that was Alan's. Alan's 2nd yellow sign token. Summon 1 Hoster disciple at the nearest gate, and 1 cultist at each other gate. Okay, so let's go do that. Okay, so the nearest gate is going to be right here for the disciple, and then we get to summon 1 here, 1 way down here, just regular cultists, and another 1 up here, but they haven't moved. That is good. And then we shuffle up these cards back into the deck. Mythos deck will be shuffled. I like to make sure we shuffle it really well so we don't have a problem. And that was Alan's whole turn. So we're going to go with Annabelle next, because Annabelle has the crystal ball, and I think it says it's just once per turn, right? Crystal ball. You may take 2 stress. Oh, she can't take it. She got the rest first. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a second. You know what she can do? Since we're keeping the ensorcelled conditions down, She's going to de-stress by popping the bottle of champagne and guzzling it on down. Heal all of your stress and discard all your social conditions, so she has no stress anymore. However, that card is gone from the game, and she's then going to take 2 stress to use her crystal ball. She still hasn't taken an action, by the way, but let's get this guy and this guy. There's one. Okay, good. Who's over here? He stays up. I'm going to take 2 more stress for her, which will max her out for a second action. We only got 3 left. Nope. And yes, okay, we got both of them. Now, that was her crystal ball. She hasn't taken any actions yet. That's crazy, right? So for her first action, she is going to usher ball goers. It says move 1 ball goer token, including sorcerers, in your space up to 2 spaces away. So action number 1, she moves. Boom, boom. Action number 2, boom, boom. There are 3 of them there now. That means this is likely a sorcerer. Oh, that one is actually, I think, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, that one has to be the other sorcerer. Okay. That was 2 of her 3 actions. For her third action, she's going to rest and recover 3 of her stress. And that's going to be her whole turn. That was a pretty good turn for us. Okay, now let's go to her Mythos card. I did forget to re-roll her gift, and it is a blank. So I guess it doesn't matter at this point. It says, okay. Let's start your turn. Choose 1 to keep your gift. +1 any bonus die. Okay. Plus any bonus dice. Shouldn't have any bonus dice right now. Anyway, I think that's it. All right. Well, she gets that one. At the start of your turn, roll 1 green die. Choose 1 to keep. Okay, but there's only 1 right now. If we had a bonus die, I guess we'd get to roll it, but we don't. Okay. Let's see what we get here. The yellow sign. If you are in the same space as a Hoster or Hoster disciple, take 2 stress for each stress you cannot take. You take 1 wound. Okay, we're not. Nobody's in a space with them, so we're good there. If you are actually her, so she's not in the space. If you are not in the same space, gain a yellow sign. So she will gain another yellow sign. Now everybody's got 2 yellow signs. That's not fantastic, but that is the end of her turn. And now we're going to the deadly and wonderful Margarite. Well, so for the first action of Margarite, she is way up here. She is stressed, so she's going to take a heal action for her first action and go 1, 2, 3 down to here. Then for her second action, she's going to move. She's going to go here, come down the stairs to here, and that's where she'll stop. And then for her third action, no, we don't need this guy. We know that this is a ball goer. This is the other sorcerer. So she's going to move to here. And then she's going to flip this guy over and interrogate him. We can interrogate the other one too, but we already know it's a ball goer. Man, hopefully they don't move, because we're in a really good place right now if they don't move. But that's her in all of her turns. She doesn't do anything else this turn. That's it. And she's getting ready to go on a cultist slaying spree as we usher these enemies toward the waterfront. Okay, you know what? I didn't draw a card, a discovery card for Annabelle, did I? She was in a safe space. I did not draw a card for her. Nor Alan, who was in a safe space. I'm not going to backtrack that. You know, I screwed that up. My bad. I will draw one for Annabelle because I remembered it in time enough that this would not affect anything. So, well, it might. Actually, it might. This is going to be Margarite's. I screwed it up. Margarite, the other 2 don't get a card. Margarite gets one. Couple. Sorry, I didn't grab the champagne, darling, but my wife was near the bucket. Oh, hello. If you have the wife as a companion, discard this card. Otherwise, you may take 2 stress. Yeah, see, this is good. To claim either the couple or the jewelry. The jewelry. When ushering a ball goer, you may move them 1 additional space. Oh, Marguerite, that sounds pretty good. If you take the couple, if you have the champagne or the flask, heal 1 stress at the. No, we're going to take the jewelry. Now we can really usher people along. We're getting set up. She's got an animal tamer, a sword cane. That, unfortunately, if I had done that right, that would have been Alan's card. Can you imagine the value of that? Man. Well, Marguerite's got the other sorcerer with her. We got all 4 sorcerers available to us. But that's going to end all the turns. And like I said, I did miss these. I'm sorry, I did catch it, but it's too late. I'm not going to go backwards. Plus, we don't really have very many to go. We'll get them knocked out. But I think we're actually going. We might actually win this scenario, y'all. I just got to get these guys down there, and we win. So, well, we don't win. We then get to bring on Hostor and see if we can take him down. But we got a lot of damage. I mean, with Alan being able to fire from afar, and Margarite having a tiger and a sword cane, and the animal tamer, and her ability to travel between gates, and her butcher ability, and her, brawling is just, yeah, she's a beast. So I mean, Alan with that pistol, man, he's just a monster. And all we got to do is get these summoners down to the waterfront. I guess we're throwing them off into the water and drowning them. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Again, apologize for a couple errors in there. At least I caught them. And I will see you in the next episode of something, or this rather. And please, if you just get a chance, keep us in your thoughts. It's been a tough time for our family, and it's not stopping yet. But I know you're all thinking about us, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.